Hello, welcome to Len Tarot. We're going to do our midweek check-in and see where we're headed for the rest of the week. For what we are kind of coming away from, we have the Strength card. Notice the infinity symbol here. This is one of my favorite cards in tarot. The crow is taming the beast, and this is a lot about taming our inner beast. With the infinity symbol always means finding that balance, right? So are definitely energies we've had to kind of put our inner beast in balance. The oracle card that came through with this one, beautiful card, salamander and black pepper. It's an inspiration card. So this talks about a little spiciness, which I think is the beast here. The salamander is a very feisty creature, very quick. The spots are very zany. So I think you were definitely, I see this as your energy is sort of like, how am I going to fit in here? How do I find an emotional balance that benefits me? For what's coming up for the rest of the week, we have the Hermit card here. I definitely see some withdrawal, which fits with the reading we had this morning. I love this card too. The crow here has its lantern. It's heading into this very snowy, semi-dark wood, and I think I always see this as a teaching card. We're going away for a bit. I always imagine like a cabin in the woods where figuring out our own resources, our own inner motivation, so that we can guide others with this lamp. So this is really about resting up so that we can benefit others in the future and educate them. So the oracle card that came through here is the snake and fern starting over. So I think there's something going on here. There's a skin that you're shedding. I see positivity here. I think you're probably going to have other people relying on you for the rest of this week and moving forward a little bit. So you need to take that time to ground yourself, to shore up and keep that whole, so you have the strength to hold that lantern aloft. For energy going in for the rest of the week, we have the Tower. So some change coming up, I think, absolutely. The oracle card that came in with that was the Deer and Oat, our healing card. The emphasis here, between the starting over oracle card, healing, and the Tower, there are some potentially big changes coming up in the next few days for you. The Tower is sort of an inevitable collapse, but doesn't need to be, it's not necessarily catastrophic. It's like that snake shedding its skin, it's getting rid of skin across its entire body, but there is something underneath. So I think this is about, whatever might be coming up this week. I think the healing card is one that you will heal, that you can heal. And the oat here in this card is also, the oat is actually an incredibly nourishing card. So, it's good for you. It's very common. So I think there is going to be stuff in your environment that really bolsters you going through this change in the rest of the week. For the energy that is resistant to us, we got the Devil again. The Devil popped up earlier in the week. The oracle card that came through here is antelope and wheat. It's nourishment. This reminds me of the healing card as well with the oat. We have oat, we have wheat. These are very common base supplies. They imply that you have a rich harvest ahead. The Devil is, in conjunction with where we're at now with the Hermit. I think there might be behavior that you're engaging with that feels very addictive, maybe is slightly avoidant. Maybe you think it's nourishing you, but perhaps it's not. So whatever resonates there with you, the Devil is really just looking at things that create that imbalance for us, that feel, almost like we're chained to it. But we can walk away at any point and find other venues. For the overall energy, the overall message here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I think this is a reminder of, whether this is a person who is very stable and can guide you and provide resources, or whether this is you, I would, just think about, who is this presence in your life that feels very grounding? The Oracle card that came through is this new opportunities card, the hare and oak. I think this means overall there's going to be new stuff coming through, new opportunities. I would just go through the rest of this week, shed that skin, whatever that is, whatever you're linking to that devil card that feels something like you can't extricate yourself from. I think it's gonna crumble anyway with this tower coming in. But Queen of Pentacles is a great energy, I think, overarching with new opportunities coming through. So there's definitely stuff ahead. I hope that's helpful for the rest of your week. I will see you tomorrow for the Thursday reading.